Well, I don't even do that. Delicious. I like it most with raisinets.
What do you get when you mix internet culture, fearless creativity, and a genre-bending sound that refuses to be boxed in? You get Doja Cat. Before topping global charts, Doja was a teen posting raw tracks on SoundCloud, experimenting from her bedroom after teaching herself music production on GarageBand. That fearless DIY spirit led to her first viral moment, Moo, the quirky 2018 meme song that transformed her overnight into an internet sensation, and the world couldn't look away. That song proved she wasn't afraid to be weird, funny, and completely original. Now, fresh off the release of Vi, Doja Cat is taking her evolution to the global stage with her massive Vi World Tour, stretching across 2025 and 2026, her largest and boldest tour yet. So how did a quirky internet artist turn into one of the most unpredictable forces in music today? Let's dive into the wild, creative, and sometimes controversial life of Doja Cat. Hit like and subscribe as we get started. She may be Doja Cat now, but she was once just Amala Ratna Zandile Dlamini, born on October 21, 1995, in the Tarzana neighborhood of Los Angeles, a place buzzing with creativity and contradictions. From the beginning, her life carried the imprint of two artistic worlds. Her father, Dumisani Dlamini, was a South African performer with deep Zulu heritage, while her mother, Deborah Elizabeth Sawyer, was a graphic designer and painter whose artistic eye colored Amala's childhood. Their influence formed a home where imagination was a natural language. But her early years were not entirely steady. After her parents separated, Amala moved from place to place, learning to adapt to new spaces as quickly as she discovered new creative outlets. Even in the midst of shifting surroundings, she held tightly to the parts of her life that felt grounding, movement, sound, and self-expression. Before music became her identity, dance was her first love. As a young teen, she threw herself into breakdancing and pop-locking, joining a local dance crew and competing in battles around Los Angeles. Inside those circles, she wasn't seeking fame. She was seeking rhythm, community, and a sense of belonging. Dance gave her confidence, the kind that comes not from being seen, but from understanding how to take up space. Still, there was something else calling her, something quieter but more consuming. By the age of 16, she made a decision that would shape everything that followed. She left high school to pursue creativity on her own terms. It wasn't rebellion, it was instinct. Her earliest songs, uploaded to SoundCloud, were small experiments that slowly began attracting listeners drawn to her unusual mix of playfulness and vulnerability. Her world expanded again when she slipped into Los Angeles' underground music scene. She performed at local hip-hop gatherings, open mics, and small shows, forging connections with creatives whose styles and energy helped sharpen her own. And then, quietly, something extraordinary happened. A dreamy, atmospheric track she uploaded, So High, caught the attention of major labels. She was just 17 when she signed with Kimosabe and RCA Records, the same girl who had once danced through battles and taught herself music in a bedroom, now stepping into an entirely new chapter. That one song, created in isolation and curiosity, had opened the first real door to her future. In 2014, she released her debut EP, Purr, a small but striking introduction to an artist who blended R&B softness with internet-age quirk. Yet, fame didn't arrive overnight. Her first studio album, Amala, 2018, slipped mostly under the radar. But the quiet reception only set the stage for a moment that would catapult her into internet legend. That moment was Moo, a playful, absurd, self-directed music video created on a whim. In it, Doja Cat transformed herself into a meme, singing tongue-in-cheek lines about being a cow. The internet seized it instantly. Seemingly overnight, she became more than a rising musician. She became a cultural phenomenon. And with that viral spark, the world was finally paying attention. Riding this momentum, she released her second studio album, Hot Pink, in 2019. A bold fusion of pop, hip-hop, R&B, and neon-bright personality. The album showed the world that Doja Cat was no novelty. It delivered the smash hit, Say So, which became a global anthem. When the remix featuring Nicki Minaj dropped, the song soared to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, cementing her status as a mainstream superstar. Her creative evolution continued with Planet Her, 2021, a genre-shifting project that spent 41 weeks in the Billboard 200's top 10 and echoed across global charts. With hits like Kiss Me More, Need to Know, and Woman, the album showcased her ability to reinvent pop and rap with cosmic imagination. It became one of the top-selling albums worldwide, marking Doja Cat as a force shaping the musical landscape of the decade. Then came Scarlet in 2023, a sharp turn into a heavier hip-hop aesthetic. Its lead single, Paint the Town Red, became a record-breaking success, topping the Billboard Hot 100, the Billboard Global 200, and multiple international charts. Her bold reinvention reaffirmed her versatility. She refused to be pinned down by one genre or image. By 2025, Doja Cat unveiled Vi, a return to her pop sensibilities layered with experimental edge. The album again entered the upper ranks of the Billboard 200 and was accompanied by visually rich music videos, fashion-driven aesthetics, and bold performances. With Vi, she stepped confidently into her next artistic era. Her influence didn't stop at the studio. Doja Cat became known as a dynamic live performer, unpredictable, theatrical, and unafraid to shock or amuse. That energy fueled her massive Tour Ma Vie World Tour, announced for 2025 to 2026, stretching across Australia, New Zealand, Asia, Latin America, Europe, and North America. It became her largest global tour to date, bringing her 5th album to life on stages around the world. Through all her professional milestones, Grammy wins, viral dominance, chart-topping singles, and genre-bending albums, one thread remains constant. Doja Cat reinvents herself without hesitation. She blends humor with high art, rap with pop, provocation with vulnerability. Her professional life is not a straight line but a kaleidoscope, a shifting mosaic of sound, color, and creative risk. There was always the music, but money wasn't always part of Doja Cat's story. In her earliest days, uploading tracks from a modest bedroom studio, the idea of fortune seemed as distant as the stars she'd one day dominate. But as her sound evolved, so did her empire. In early 2026, estimates placed her net worth at around $36.3 million, a figure representing her soaring influence and diverse income portfolio. But wealth is never one-dimensional, and neither is Doja Cat. Other financial assessments paint different pictures of her fortune. Some sources anchor her net worth closer to $16 million to $25 million, tying her success to the momentum of major hits like Say So, Kiss Me More, and Paint the Town Red, as well as her lucrative brand partnerships with companies such as Pepsi and JBL. Still, others arrive at a valuation of $22 million, emphasizing her steady chart performance, immense streaming power, and her popularity across platforms like TikTok and YouTube, tools she used as launch pads rather than landing pads. These varied estimates reflect something deeper about Doja Cat's career. Her wealth is not simply a number, but a constantly shifting reflection of her artistic agility. Beyond music, she built revenue streams carved from her entrepreneurial spirit, fashion collaborations, sponsorships, merchandising, and strategic partnerships that fuse her artistic identity with corporate interest. Her online presence itself is a business engine, generating sponsorships and amplifying her visibility across global audiences. What makes Doja Cat's net worth even more compelling is the way it mirrors her evolution. Each phase of her career brought new opportunities, new audiences, and new revenue. And as she stepped into expansive world tours and larger-than-life branding deals, her wealth scaled accordingly. She went from a young artist with a laptop and a dream into a multi-million-dollar creative force whose income flows from music, fashion, endorsements, performances, and a digital presence unlike any other. Her wealth, like her music, keeps growing. Her influence, like her sound, keeps evolving. And her story, like her net worth, is still being written. Let's have a look at where she gets to recharge away from the eyes of the world. That's if she isn't making a TikTok video or something. Doja Cat carved out her own sanctuary in the hills of Los Angeles, a place where creativity, calm, and California sun intertwined with her rising fame. Her journey into luxury real estate began in 2021, when she purchased a stunning mid-century modern home in Beverly Hills for about $2.18 million. Built in 1960 and renovated into a bohemian chic haven, the house became her personal retreat from the whirlwind of viral fame and non-stop music production. The home sat perched in the hills, surrounded by thick, leafy landscaping that provided rare privacy in a city that never stops watching. Inside, soaring ceilings and polished porcelain floors framed a towering concrete fireplace, the kind of architectural drama that invites inspiration. The kitchen, with high-end appliances and white and oak cabinetry, looked out onto walls of glass, blurring the line between inside and out. Upstairs, her bedroom suite echoed her evolving artistry, clean, modern lines softened by warm textures, a walk-in closet fit for a genre-bending chameleon, and a spa-like bath anchored by a Japanese cement soaking tub, a grounded contrast to the surreal heights her career was reaching. Outside, a curving swimming pool shimmered like a 1950s magazine daydream, wrapping the home in mid-century glamour. But as Doja Cat's star shot higher, so did her movement through the world, and in 2025, she made a headline-grabbing decision. She sold her Beverly Hills home for $2.5 million, marking a new chapter in her life and in her footprint on the high-end real estate market. The sale captivated fans and real estate watchers alike, not just for its elegant architecture, but for what it signaled. Doja Cat was evolving, reshaping both her career and her living spaces. The property, with its trademark mid-century serenity and seamless indoor-outdoor transitions, had become part of the celebrity home lineage in a neighborhood known for artistic icons. And though she moved on from this particular house, its legacy remains tied to her rise, a stylish cocoon she crafted at a moment when her influence was erupting across music, fashion, and digital culture. The doors of her next homes remain private, as they should be, but the story of this Beverly Hills sanctuary reveals how Doja Cat lives not just as a performer, but as a curator of environments that nourish her expansive, unpredictable creativity. In the world of fame, where personality roars louder than engines, Doja Cat's car collection is a fleet that mirrors her artistry. Bold, unpredictable, electrifying. Each car isn't just a machine, but a statement. And the price tags? They tell their own story of a superstar in motion. First is the Mercedes-Benz E-Class, the cheapest car in her garage, though hardly modest. Priced at around $74,600, the E-Class represents early success. Luxury wrapped in understatement, a smooth ride with a polished interior and a confident engine. It's the car she was seen cruising in during her rise, her steady companion to the studio and back. Then came the BMW iX, retailing for about $83,200. But in Doja's world, it became far more than that. In collaboration with BMW for the 2022 Coachella campaign, she transformed the electric SUV into a moving canvas, wrapped in custom artwork inspired by her Planet Her era. Futuristic, electric, and dripping with personality, it's a car that doesn't just drive, it performs. Every star needs presence, and the Cadillac Escalade, costing roughly $110,300, brings exactly that. With its massive frame, V8 engine, and lush interior, the Escalade has long been a staple in celebrity garages, and Doja is no exception. It even made a cameo in her Rules music video, playing the role of the luxurious beast it is. For a star who's always looking ahead, the Tesla Model X is an obvious choice. Valued at about $135,400, it's an all-electric statement piece with falcon wing doors and a futuristic silhouette. Sustainable, sleek, and effortlessly extra, a perfect match for Doja's forward-thinking aesthetic. Then there's the iconic G-Wagon, specifically the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG, priced at approximately $156,780. Often described as a luxury tank, the G63 in Doja Cat's garage has been rumored to feature custom specs and rare trims. With its twin-turbo V8 engine and celebrity magnet design, the G-Wagon isn't just a vehicle, it's an entourage. And then, the showstopper, the Lamborghini Huracan, her most luxurious, most powerful, most iconic ride. With a starting price of about $210,000, often soaring above $300,000 with customizations, this supercar embodies everything people love about Doja Cat: explosive, daring, impossible to ignore. Its V10 engine, razor-sharp handling, and fighter jet interior match her high-octane persona. Doja Cat's garage totals between $835,000 and well over $1 million, depending on custom upgrades. A rainbow of luxury that moves as boldly as her music. When the lights dim and the stage empties, Doja Cat steps away from the spectacle and returns to a world shaped not by fame, but by the quiet complexities of her past, her relationships, and the people who molded her. When her parents divorced early and her father returned to South Africa, it created a distance Doja would later describe as emotional and defining. "It's strange," she once reflected, "to see everyone with their father when you never really had one." That absence shaped her, a small ache she wove into her music, her identity, and her fierce sense of independence. Her childhood swayed between worlds, from New York with her grandmother to a Hindu ashram in California where she lived from ages 8 to 12. It was a peaceful yet restrictive setting, one that sparked her spiritual curiosity but also deepened her longing for the vibrant, expressive life waiting outside its walls. These contrasts, structure and freedom, quiet and chaos, later became the very duality of her artistry. Through every shift, her mother was the constant, the grounding force who encouraged her creativity, guided her growth, and remained one of the closest people to her, even as Doja's world expanded into global fame. Their bond, strengthened by years of shared struggle and resilience, remains a pillar in her private life. Romance, however, has always been a different story. Doja Cat has long chosen mystery over full disclosure, shielding her love life from the constant hum of public speculation. She once dated indie musician Johnny Utah, a relationship fans adored for its playful social media moments, until the pair quietly split in 2020, her candid livestream confirming it with trademark humor. Years later, the world buzzed again when she was photographed hand-in-hand with British actor Joseph Quinn, known for Stranger Things and Gladiator 2. As of 2025, the two were quietly but unmistakably together. Her dating history has also sparked rumors over the years, from French Montana to comedian Jay Cyrus, though in most cases, she clarified that the stories were exaggerated or simply untrue. Doja's instinct has always been to pull the curtain closed when the world wants to pry it open. And despite the public's fascination, she remains grounded in one truth: she is still learning herself. Family, love, identity, these threads run quietly beneath her bold public persona. And that is the journey of Doja Cat. Her life, from childhood challenges to artistic triumphs, shows a pattern. She transforms everything she touches. The pain becomes passion. The weird becomes iconic. The unexpected becomes unforgettable. So as we close this chapter of her story, remember this: Doja Cat is still evolving, still creating, still rewriting the rules of celebrity, music, and identity on her own terms. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Doja Cat's world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment on which artist we should explore next. Until then, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.